A game like this, and not only do we have one, but Darren, we've got two. Kind of a twilight doubleheader.
Trojans will move to our right, and the Vikings will move to our left here in the first half. The tap will be between Morgan Kinnan and Maddie McEnany. McEnany, Skirring, Hudson, Zidlicki, and Iverson for Decorah. Ball caromed around and taken by Taylor Skirring for Decorah. Skirring dribbles up against Shelby Reichs of Turkey Valley. Picks up her dribble in the midcourt area between the circles to Abby Hudson. Hudson on the left wing to Isabel Iverson. Iverson will hold and look. Passes between the circles to Skirring. Passes on the far right wing to Hudson. Hudson is guarded by Niemeyer. Iverson left side to Skirring. Skirring driving to the left baseline, and a hold and a foul on the drive is going to be called on Delaney Lensing, and Lensing picks up the game's first foul.
And that's one of the keys to this victory tonight if Decorah wants to be in the game, and that is Taylor needs to do exactly what she did there, Darren.
Skirring lobs it into Zidlicki at the block, goes up, and a shot is blocked, but a foul is called, and the foul is going to be ruled on the floor, and the foul will go against Morgan Kinnan. That will be personal number 2. Or personal number 1, team foul number 2. We're 30 seconds in. We're scoreless. First game of a doubleheader here tonight in Jackson Junction. Iverson with it, top of the key, right side to Skirring, and an illegal screen is going to be called on Sandra Zidlicki, trying to free up Skirring along the baseline.
And that's really the foul that we cannot afford to have right there.
35 seconds in, and the Trojans will have their first possession. Macy News, Shelby Reichs, Sadie Niemeyer, Morgan Kinnan, and Delaney Lensing are the quintet for the Trojans. Co-head coaches for them, Carla Niemeyer and Dan Steppen. Reichs with it on the left wing, working on Iverson. Passes high on the left to Kinnan, back to Shelby on the left wing. Shelby on the dribble, driving to the left side, takes a 10-footer and scores. Shelby Reichs with her first 2, and the Trojans will press. 1 minute in, 2-0 Turkey Valley. Skirring into Iverson. Iverson had it knocked away. Loose ball taken by McEnany in the midcourt area. Now to Skirring to reset the offense as the Trojans drop back into a man-to-man defense. Iverson with it on the right wing. Into McEnany, right of the lane. Tries to pivot, kicks it to Zidlicki. Free throw line jump shot, no good. Rebound Macy News for Turkey Valley. Now to Shelby Reichs to the front court to our right. Reichs on the drive in the lane, stops in the lane, goes up, shot blocked, and a foul is called. The foul will go against Abby Hudson, and Shelby Reichs, a all-conference and third-team All-State performer a year ago, will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
Pretty easy right now to see what Turkey Valley's idea is of this game tonight, Darren, and that is just go right at us and see what we're made of.
Reichs' first free throw up and good. Hudson got the foul, her first and the team's second. 1:28 into the game, 3-0 Trojans. Reichs will have another free throw. It is up, it is no good. Rebound caromed around, loose on the side, being fought for. Hudson had it and couldn't control it, and the Trojans will keep it on the near sideline.
And that's the kind of things we need to do right there, is get those loose balls, and we got to make sure we secure them.
Inbounds it comes to Reichs in the right corner. Reichs directing traffic. Dumps it underneath to Morgan Kinnan at the right block. Putting up the shot. No good. Loose ball being fought for. Taken by Maddie McEnany for Decorah. Out of Abby Hudson. We're 1:45 in. It's 3-0 Turkey Valley. Abby up into the front court working on Delaney Lensing. Picking up her dribble on the left wing. Deep on the left side to Iverson. Iverson dribbles to the top of the key. Passes on the right wing to Taylor Skirring. Skirring works on Niemeyer driving into the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Sadie Niemeyer.
Well, it appears so early in the game here, Darren, that they're certainly going to call the hand checking, which of course is a point of emphasis in the girls' basketball game this year.
First foul on Niemeyer, third on the team, and a foul inbounds on the inbounds will go against Delaney Lensing, and Lensing will pick up personal number 2, team foul number 4. We're 2:02 into the game, a 3-0 lead for Turkey Valley. Into the game, Taylor Kinnan to get Lensing. Skirring inbounds to Zidlicki, right side, 5-footer up, no good, and in the battle for the board, Maddie McEnany will pick up the foul. Foul on McEnany, her first and the team's third, and the Trojans seemingly a scrappy bunch. One team that's going to go after those loose balls, go after those rebounds, so I don't expect Decorah to out-rebound this team by 20.
No, I don't believe it'll happen.
Like what happened the other night.
Yeah, with MFL. That was crazy. Let's hope they can cut down on the turnovers there, Darren.
Shelby Reichs in the right corner, passes to Morgan Kinnan. Skip pass over on the left side to Sadie Niemeyer. Back to Reichs, high on the right, guarded by Hudson. Reichs puts it on the deck, drives to the right baseline. Shelby now stops. Bounce pass underneath. Macy News went up, got her shot blocked by McEnany. Rebound taken down by Skirring, who dribbles up the right side of the court. She drives coast to coast. She puts up a layup, no good. She got it back. She put it up and in.
And that's just great effort on her part.
3-2, Turkey Valley, 5:15 to play here in quarter number 1. Lob pass underneath from Reichs to Kinnan, and a Kinnan layup from the left elbow or the left block is no good. Skirring got the rebound for Decorah. Right side to Hudson. Shot faking a drive, right baseline. Takes it from 8, front rim, no. Rebound pulled down by Taylor Kinnan for Turkey Valley. Out of Reichs to the front court to our right. Shelby with the basketball. Goes in the right corner to Sadie Niemeyer. Niemeyer left side, Macy News. The 3 is up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Niemeyer. Put it up from the left block. No good. Kinnan got the board. Put it up. No good. Rebound being fought for. Skirring tried to save it. Couldn't do it. Out of bounds to Turkey Valley. 4:35 to play first quarter. 3-2 Trojans. Kayla Quandal and Sarah Zidlicki in to get Abby Hudson and Sandra Zidlicki.
No blockouts there, Darren, on Decorah's behalf to get that rebound.
Inbounds it comes to Kinnan, right side. A 5-footer up and good. Morgan Kinnan with her first 2. It is a 5-2 lead for Turkey Valley. 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. Up on the front court comes Iverson. Iverson lost control of the basketball, and it's taken away by Shelby Reichs. Reichs up into the front court for the Trojans. Reichs guarded by Kayla Quandal on the half court. Reichs dribbling around midcourt area, drives all the way into the lane, lost control of the ball, but she gets tripped up, and a foul is going to be called. The foul will go on Kayla Quandal, her first team's force. So in the first 3:55 of this game, 8 fouls already have been called, and Shelby Reichs will head to the free throw line where she is 1 for 2.
They call that a shooting foul? Wow.
Apparently. First free throw up and good, as Reichs averaging 14.5 points, 4.5 assists, 5 steals a game. And she is now 7 of 12 at the free throw line this year.
Boy, that looked to me like that was, she was barely at the top of the key when she had fouled.
Second one up and good for Shelby. She's got 5. 7-2 Decorah, halfway point here in the first quarter. Iverson breaking the press to McEnany. McEnany dribbles to the left block, put up the shot, no good. Rebound tied up between Sarah Zidlicki and Sadie Niemeyer, and the alternating possession will go to the Trojans.
Well, neither team is shooting very well so far in the game, Darren. We're 1 for 6. Turkey Valley is 2 of 7.
Reichs up into the front court, dribbling to the left wing through a screen to the free throw line. Now stops, dumps on underneath to Taylor Kinnan at the left block. Put it up, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds, and Turkey Valley will keep it.
The Decorah girls have got to put a body on somebody and get these rebounds. We cannot afford to let them have 2 or 3 shots at this basket.
Niemeyer looking to get it inbounds. Does so high on the left for a 15-footer, which is shot by Kinnan. No good. Rebound. Taylor Skirring has a 3-on-1 break. She dumps it to McEnany. She puts it up and in at the left block, and she was fouled on the way up by Shelby Reichs.
That was a standard 3-on-2 break, and they worked it to perfection, Darren.
That's the 5th foul on Turkey Valley and the first on Shelby Reichs. McEnany will go to the line hoping for the 3-point play. Sarah Zidlicki, Isabel Iverson out, Brianna Doyle and Sandra Zidlicki in. McEnany on the season, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. She is a 5'11 sophomore, and the first and only up and good. McEnany with 3, 7-5 Decorah. 3:33 to play first quarter. Kinnan between the circles to Emily Busta, who just checked in. Busta on the left wing. Had it knocked away, got it back. Picks up her dribble, midcourt area, passes to Shelby Reichs, who dribbles to the right wing. High on the right to Schaffenbuhl. Right corner to Niemeyer, a 15-footer, no good. Rebound down to McEnany for Decorah, who leaves it for Skirring, who takes a breath, who will walk it up into the front court. Now pass it across the timeline to Kayla Quandal. Quandal passing on the left wing to Skirring underneath to McEnany at the left block, and a foul is going to be called.
Nice entry pass there, and a very good post up there by McEnany, Darren.
The foul on Turkey Valley will go against Taylor Kinnan, her first, team 6th already. 3 minutes to play, first quarter, a 7-5 lead for Turkey Valley scurrying into Quandall in the lane. She'll retreat to the midcourt area against Reichs' defense. Reichs had it knocked away, or knocks it away from Quandall, and she takes it away, and she passes ahead to Niemeyer, and Niemeyer goes up and scores and gets fouled by Brianna Doyle.
This is the same problem we had the other night. We have just some really poor passing, Darren, at times. We try to do things. We got to get squared up, get ourselves under control, and go into a triple threat position.
A 30-second timeout be asked for here by Coach Storhoff. 2:50 to play here in quarter number 1. A 9-5 lead for the Turkey Valley on Decorah. As we mentioned, neither team shooting very well. 3 of 11 for Turkey Valley, 2 of 7 for Decorah. Decorah is leading the rebounding 6-4 right now, and Decorah with 2 turnovers as of this time.
Yeah, and again, we're doing a nice job of really not letting that press that they're putting on us. It's kind of a full court man-to-man or person-to-person press. We're doing a good job of breaking that typically, but we're making some really poor decisions when we've broken the press.
And Turkey Valley probably not being able to play the press they want to, shooting 3 of 11 thus far,
right.
too.
That's exactly right. They haven't been able to slap it on us as much.
Niemeyer will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. She's got 2 points. She's 1 of 1 at the free throw line this year, and the first free throw is up and good. Actually, that was the back end of a 3-point play. 10-5 the score, and a whistle prior to setting up the press, and it looks like Stephanie Martin will come into the game. The trailing official didn't notice the sub right away, and no buzz from the table, so that was the reason for the delay. Scurrying looking to get it inbounds on the press, trying to get it into Kayla Quandall. Errant pass run down by Quandall. Gets it back to Scurrying, and Taylor dribbles up into the front court. Bounce pass along the baseline to Brianna Doyle. Too much mustard and out of bounds. 3rd turnover on Decorah.
There was even a little catch-up on that one, Darren. It was way too hard for that particular situation.
2:39 to play first quarter. A 10-5 lead for the Trojans. Reichs dribbles to the left wing against Kayla Quandall. Pass underneath, knocked away by McEnany. Reichs gets it back on the left wing. Shelby holds and looks, retreating to the midcourt area. Works on Quandall. Passes on the near right wing to Emily Busta. Passes Stavricky to Stephanie Martin. Along the left baseline to Taylor Kinnan. A turnaround shot is up and over the backboard, but Sandra Zidlicki whacked her pretty good.
Yeah. And again, tomahawk. Just go straight up. I think she kind of tripped and she kind of stumbled into her more than anything.
Sandra picks up her 2nd and the team's 6th. And Taylor Kinnan will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. First free throw up, no good. Kinnan now 3 of 7 at the free throw line. Zidlicki out with her 2nd foul here at the 2:17 mark of the first quarter. And Lizzie Hartman checks in for Decorah.
Yep. Lizzie played well the other night.
2nd free throw coming for Taylor Kinnan. It is up. It is good. It is 11-5 Turkey Valley. There's 2:17 left here in the first quarter. Doyle's pass towards Quandall, intercepted by Reich. She'll lay it up and in. Shelby with the theft and the score. It's 13-5 Trojans. 2:05 to play first quarter. Inbounds it comes to Quandall. Ahead to McEnany. McEnany in the midcourt area. Leaves it for Quandall between the circles. Hand pass to Scurrying to reset the offense. Right side, Brianna Doyle steps up to a 15-footer. It's no good. Rebound down on the weak side to Lizzie Hartman. Her outlet pass deflected away, taken away by Emily Busta. Her outlet pass towards Shelby Reichs. Loose on the floor. Scurrying goes to the floor to get the steal. Leaves it for McEnany, who dribbles up the left near side. McEnany, Tabakita, Scurrying. Scurrying runner from 12 in the lane. No good. Rebound Emily Busta for Turkey Valley. Busta dribbles up the left side of the floor. Between the circles to Shelby Reichs. Right side, Taylor Kinnan. Kinnan guarded by McEnany in the 2-3 zone, and McEnany going to foul her with the body as she drove to the right baseline. 1:20 left here in the first quarter. A 13-5 lead for Turkey Valley. And bonus time already for the Trojans. Kinnan will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. She's 1-4-2 from the line. Turkey Valley 4 of 6 at the line, and Decorah 1 for 1 thus far.
I've seen Decorah play 3 times so far, 2.5 or whatever you want to call this. But
first free throw up and good.
In all 3 games, the officiating has really kept the flow of the game from materializing. They're calling these ticky fouls. We got to think about this, guys.
Second free throw is up, and it is good as Kinnan now with 3 points. It's 15-5 the score. Where's the line between adjusting to the officials and the officials adjusting to the flow?
Yeah, that's right. We haven't found it yet in this game, that's for sure.
Inbounds, it comes towards Hutchinson. It's punched out of bounds by Morgan Kinnan.
And this press is causing problems. We got to come up with a different plan right now.
And a 30-second timeout asked for by Coach Storhoff here. 1:19 to play here in the first quarter. 15-5 the score. And this Turkey Valley squad, good combination of athleticism and some basketball skills thus far from what we've seen in the first 6:41.
Oh, yeah. Well, we knew that, Darren, even from last year when with the game that they had there, we were able to squeak out a victory. But they're well coached. They know what they want to do, and they're streamlined. They run the floor well and do a lot of things. Plus, I think they play together quite a while, so that really adds to it as well.
And this team pretty much comes back intact from last year's team, who ended up losing in the regional final to Newell Fonda, the team that ended up winning the Class 1A state title.
Right, and they're certainly looking forward to this year. They're hoping that they can come ahead and win that.
Scurring inbounds towards Hudson, back towards Scurring along the baseline, and a out-of-bounds call as Scurring ran out of real estate up on the near right side.
Same kind of format. We are out-rebounding them right now, but we're having more turnovers. They haven't had a turnover yet, Darren.
15-5 Turkey Valley, 1:08 to play here in the first quarter. Shelby Reichs on the right side is going to take a three-pointer and bury it. Shelby Reichs with 10 points already. 18-5 Turkey Valley. Scurring quickly ahead towards Hudson. Ball knocked out of bounds. Saved in by Reichs, taken by Scurring, and Scurring will drive into the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Morgan Kinnan. Scurring was looking to pass, but she's going to get awarded 2 shots. And Morgan Kinnan will pick up her second foul, team 7th, so with 52 seconds to play in the quarter, Decorah hits the bonus for the first half. First free throw up and good for Scurring.
That was a big point there, Darren, excuse me, but we needed to get off 5. We've been on that for too long.
And when you think about it, if the games are going to get called this tight, and we'll continue that thought perhaps at the next ball, Scurring second free throw up and good. She's got 4. 18-7 Turkey Valley, 48 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Shelby Reichs with the basketball, midcourt area. Over on the left side to Stephanie Martin. High on the left to Kayla Schoppenbuhl. Right side to Reichs. Reichs with the 3. Buries it. 13 for Shelby thus far.
Somebody needs to find her and stay on her.
21-7 the score. Inbounds to Hudson. Hudson reverses the ball back to Scurring. Scurring splitting defenders up into the front court. Lost control of the ball. It's taken away by Shelby Reichs. Reichs has it stripped from behind. Taken away by Hudson. Hudson now to Scurring. Scurring driving into the right block. Put up the shot. No good. But she was fouled on the floor by Kayla Schoppenbuhl. Kayla picks up her first and the team's 8th. So 1-1 coming for Taylor Scurring.
Excuse me, Darren. That would have been an offensive foul on Taylor the other night.
True.
It's unbelievable. I still can't believe that.
Scurring's first free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound taken down by Shelby Reichs. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Quickly ahead, Stephanie Martin, right block, put it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Iverson. Iverson with the rebound, leaves it for Hudson, 5 seconds. Now to Scurring into the front court with 3 seconds. Dumps it to Hartman, left block, put it up, no good. Horn sounds, quarter over. And Decorah will go off trailing Turkey Valley 21-7 here after 1 quarter of play. Let's take a timeout for Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. 1 quarter done. Class 1A's third-ranked team looking the part thus far. A 21-7 lead for Turkey Valley after 1 quarter of play.
Yeah, and they did that with some really fancy play. I mean, they just did a nice job. Right now, Turkey Valley is shooting 40%. Decorah is shooting 20%. And I'm going to be honest with you, in whatever level you are, it's hard to win a game at 20% shooting.
And with 7 turnovers as well, but Trojans getting after it defensively. Just kind of a scrappy blue-collar team. Kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, very fun.
Probably not fun to play against, but fun to watch.
I can certainly see why they're ranked in 1A, though. There's no doubt about that.
Decorah ball to start the second quarter. Hartman, Sarah Zidlicki, Scurring, Iverson, and Hudson. Scurring gets the ball off a feed from Hartman driving the right side, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Morgan Kinnan. Kinnan will pick up her third personal foul here with 7:57 to play here in the second quarter. 21-7 the score. And Taylor will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. She's 2 for 3 from that spot, and the first free throw is no good.
You know, that's the one thing that we do have working in our favor. A couple of those Turkey Valley girls do have a little bit of foul trouble.
Taylor will have another with 7:57 to play second quarter. Second free throw no good. Sarah Zidlicki taps the rebound to herself left baseline, but she lost control of the ball, but apparently it was punched out of bounds by Sadie Niemeyer. Sadie Niemeyer, Shelby Reichs, Macy News, Kayla Schoppenbuhl, and Taylor Kinnan, the quintet for Turkey Valley. Scoring will look to get it inbounds now to Hartman, left corner. Left wing to Hudson, top of the key to Iverson. Left side to Hudson. Hudson driving left baseline now stops to Iverson on the left wing. Iverson's pass deflected by Reichs, run down in the center circle by Schuring. Taylor passes between the circle to Hudson, left side to Iverson. Iverson, lob pass towards Hudson, left block, goes up, got her shot blocked. Sarah Zidlicki pulls it down, goes up and gets fouled.
Yep. That was opportune placement there for Sarah that time.
Foul on Kayla Schoppenbuhl, personal number 2, team foul number 10. As Sarah Zidlicki will go to the free throw line. Hasn't been to the line yet this year. First free throw off the side of the rim.
Well, we can't be missing these free throws, Darren. I know it's easier said than done, but
3 of 7 thus far. Vikes could have sealed the deal from the free throw line the other night against MFL Marmac, but weren't able to do so. Second free throw up and good for Sarah Zidlicki. And it's 21-8. Turkey Valley. 7:29 to play second quarter. Shelby Reichs with the basketball in the midcourt area. Retreating to the midcourt area against Hudson in the man-for-man. Left side to News. Now to Reichs, top of the key. Left of the circle to News. Left corner to Niemeyer. Niemeyer on the dribble. Looking underneath towards Kinnan. Gets it to her left of the lane. Guarded by Hartman. Dribbles to the left corner, bounce pass to News. Lob pass towards Reichs underneath, and it's knocked away and taken away by Hudson.
Second turnover on Turkey Valley.
Up into the front court comes Schuring. Taylor's going to take it coast to coast, lay it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sadie Niemeyer. Niemeyer up into the front court for Turkey Valley. 6:50 to play second quarter, 21-8 the score. With it in the right corner, Taylor Kinnan. Kinnan driving right baseline, stops against Schuring. Kinnan bounce pass underneath. And
good pressure.
She pivoted and touched the end line, so a turnover on the Trojans. That's their third turnover, all coming in the first minute 20 of this quarter. 21-8 Turkey Valley. Schuring being heckled in the backcourt, leaving it for Hudson. Hudson being heckled in the backcourt, passes across the timeline on the left near side to Schuring. Schuring's pass intercepted by Shelby Reichs. Reichs driving in, lays it up, no good. Rebound knocked around, taken by Niemeyer, put it up, no good. Niemeyer got it back, put it up, no good. Niemeyer gets it back again, put it up, no good. Sarah Zidlicki finally clears for Decorah. She lost the ball. Reichs steals it, goes up and gets fouled by Sarah Zidlicki.
Where was
a wild sequence right there.
Where was a foul on that rebound? My goodness, Sarah about got herself taken apart.
Reichs will go to the free throw line. 3 for 4 from said spot, make it 4 for 5. And she's already got 14 points as she cans the first free throw. And 14 is the advantage for Turkey Valley. 22-8 the score. Shelby's second free throw up and good. 15 for Shelby Reichs. 23-8 the score. Inbounds it comes, and Iverson trying to dribble against the press. Dribbles her way into a double team at the half-court line. It's taken by Hudson near the half-court line, and she dribbles into the backcourt, and it's going to be an over-and-back violation. So Decorah will turn it over for time number 9.
We're trying to dribble against the press, Darren, and that's the cardinal rule. You don't dribble against the press. You pass against the press.
Reichs dribbling up into the front court for Decorah. Reichs around a screen, and Delaney Lansing is going to get called for a moving pick. Lansing having trouble staying on the floor. That's going to be her third with 5:55 to play here in quarter number 2. So the inside game of Turkey Valley may get affected because Kinnan on the bench with 3, Delaney Lansing on the bench with 3, And from the far end, Decorah will look to get it inbounds. Does so into Quandal, who can't handle the pass. It's taken away by Shelby Reichs. Left of the circle to Emily Busta. Three is up and good. Emily Busta with the three-pointer. It is 26-8 Turkey. With 5:37 to play second quarter. Pass into the front court to Maddie McEnany. She finally runs it down. Quandal. Right side to Iverson. Iverson lob pass to Hartman right of the lane. Turnaround shot from 5. It's no good. Rebound down to Emily Busta. That's the first time the Vikes have gotten a shot on a possession in quite some time. Reichs over on the left side to Emily Busta. Left of the circle to Niemeyer underneath to Schoppenbuhl. A layup is good. Pretty good looking high-low that time by the Trojans. 28-8 Turkey Valley, 5:05 to play second quarter. Inbounds pass intercepted by Noose, and Noose will lay it up and in, and Coach Storhoff going to take a timeout. 30-8 Turkey Valley, 4:59 to play second quarter, and let's take a timeout for Dental Associates. 4:59 to play here in the second quarter. It's a 30-8 lead for Turkey Valley. 11 turnovers for Decorah. We don't have the points off turnover stat right now, but I'd imagine the Trojans dominating that as well, because Turkey Valley not only takes the ball away, they take advantage of it when you do, and that's what good teams do, Larry.
Right, and right now we have 11 turnovers. Turkey Valley has 4. Rebounding, we had quite a large edge on it there for a while, but we've given up a few 2 or 3 time shots at the basket lately.
Quandal will look to get it inbounds. Quandal in towards Hudson in the left corner. Hudson dribbles it against the press. Now to Quandal. To Sandra Zidlicki to Taylor Skirring. Skirring dribbles up into the front court. Gets it off to McEnany, but she couldn't handle the pass. It's a hot potato. It's taken by Hudson at the free throw line. Now Sandra Zidlicki has it at the free throw line. Her pass towards McEnany is intercepted by Kayla Schoppenbuhl. To Shelby Reichs along the right baseline to Niemeyer, and Niemeyer travels with it. You talk about Decorah against this press. It's almost like, other than Taylor Skirring, nobody wants the ball right now.
Well, yeah.
Quandal's pass deflected inbounds, taken by Maddie McEnany. Her pass deflected, run down by Hudson in the front court. Passing to Kayla Quandal on the right wing. Top of the key to Hudson. On the left side to Skirring. Skirring, top of the key to Quandal. Quandal takes a dribble, passes right side to Hudson. Her pass towards Quandal, deflected away by Reichs, taken away by Kayla Schoppenbuhl. Now to Niemeyer up the right side of the floor. Top of the key to Shelby Reichs. 30-8 Trojans, 4:08 to play second quarter. Reichs driving into the lane, put up the shot, no good. Rebound taken at the right block by Schoppenbuhl. Had it blocked by Sandra Zidlicki, and McEnany pulls it down. Now to Skirring. Skirring up into the front court, splitting defenders, laying it up for 2. Taylor with 6. 30-10 Trojans. 3:58 to play second quarter. Shelby Reichs up to the front court. Top of the key to Niemeyer. Along the right side to Schoppenbuhl. Schoppenbuhl's pass deflected. She got it back. She kicks it to Reichs right of the lane. Reichs guarded by Quandal. Top of the key to Niemeyer. Niemeyer dribbles to the free throw line. Shelby Reichs catches the pass right baseline. A fade away from 12 is no good. Sandra Zidlicki with the rebound. Outlet left to Abby Hudson. Passes to Taylor Skirring, and Taylor will walk it up into the front court. Passing on the left wing to Quandal. Underneath the McEnany left block. Goes up. Shot block. Foul called on Stephanie Martin. Martin will pick up her first, and McEnany will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 3:17 to play second quarter. It's a 30-10 lead for Turkey Valley.
If we can slow the game down a little bit like that and get some passes, good to look at the basket. We're able to move inside, Darren.
First free throw up and good by McEnany, and with the Trojans in a little bit of foul trouble, that's almost what you got to do right now.
Right, we got to force the ball in a little bit and see if they can get even further into foul trouble.
And the part of the trouble is Turkey Valley isn't really even letting Decorah get into the half-court offense like with the defensive intensity they bring to the table. Free throw no good, rebound pulled down by Emily Busta. Up to the front court comes Kayla Gable in for the first time for the Trojans. Adam A.C. Noose underneath towards Busta. Left block, lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Taylor Skirring. Taylor up the right side of the floor. Taylor driving right side, dumps it to Hudson. Left block, lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Macy Noose. For Turkey Valley, who jogs up into the front court, left side of the floor. Right side to Gable, right corner to Niemeyer. Niemeyer takes a couple of dribbles. Back between the circles to Gable. Left side to News. Left corner to Busta. High arching three-pointer. A swish. And Emily Busta has her second three-pointer. 33-11 the score. Scurrying up the right side of the floor. Scurrying. Dumps it underneath the Zidlicki left block. Turnaround shot in the lane. No good. Zidlicki got it back. Left block. Left corner to Hudson. Top of the key to Quandall. Right side to Taylor Scurrying. Taylor guarded by Niemeyer. Takes a couple of dribbles. Passes on the left wing near side. Hudson tried to get it to Zidlicki. Wasn't ready for the pass. In the passing lane goes Turkey Valley. And Morgan Kinnon hasn't. She's going to take it coast to coast. Her layup is no good. Rebound taken down by Sandra Zidlicki. Now to Scurrying. 33-11. Decorah on top. Or Turkey Valley on top of Decorah. Scurrying tried to get it off to Maddie McEnany, and McEnany wasn't ready for the pass. It's going to be turnover number 15 on Decorah.
Poor Taylor. Taylor's had three really good looks on breaking a press and bringing it down, setting up her teammates, and they have not been able to finish the play. But she's doing a really good job of trying to control the game a little bit. That's great senior leadership.
33-11 the score. Decorah trailing Turkey Valley. 1:45 to play second quarter. Reichs with the basketball over on the left side of Gable. Gable passes to Reichs right side. Shelby's going to take a three-pointer. It's off the front rim. Rebound loose, taken by Brianna Doyle for Decorah. Now to Kayla Quandall, who leaves it for Taylor Scurrying, who will jog it up into the front court against some pressure from Emily Busta. She'll lose control of the dribble. She got it back. She leaves it to Sandra Zidlicki, right block, and lays it up for two. Sandra with her first two. 33-13. Three-pointer right side by Busta is an air ball, and Sandra Zidlicki pulls it down for Decorah. A foul is going to be called on Turkey Valley on the way out. The foul will go against Emily Busta. Busta, the foul, her first, and two shots coming at the other end for Sandra Zidlicki. 1:12 to play till halftime. It's a 20-point lead for Turkey Valley. Zidlicki on the season is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Zidlicki's first free throw, no good. Stephanie Martin coming in for Turkey Valley. She'll get Sadie Niemeyer.
Free throwing is one thing that you can work on all by yourself.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Taylor Kinnon for Turkey Valley to Shelby Reichs. Quickly up the right side of Gable. Gable on the right wing now to Shelby Reichs. Reichs on the drive of the lane. Left of the key to Busta, right side to Gable. Gable passes off to Martin. Martin went one way. Ball went the other. Ball goes into entryway. Turnover Turkey Valley.
Number 6.
And we'll go the other way with Decorah. Am I getting annoying yet?
Nope, not yet.
Give me time. Quandall's pass to nobody in particular. It's taken away by Emily Busta. Right side, Kayla Gable. Left side to Emily Busta. Busta around the screen. Left side goes top of the key to Shelby Reichs. Left side to Busta. Busta takes a three-pointer that's off the front of the rim. Loose ball taken midcourt area by Shelby Reichs. Dumps it right block to Taylor Kinnon, and Sandra Zidlicki swats it out of bounds. 38 seconds to play till halftime. Trojans up 33-13.
Here's another one of those second chances.
Martin will look to get the ball inbounds for the Trojans. Stephanie holding and looking. Tried to get it in the midcourt area to Shelby Reichs. Ball knocked around. Doyle knocks it into the backcourt. Reichs goes to the floor to save it. Leaves it on the right side to Emily Busta. Now to Shelby Reichs. Reichs with the basketball. Midcourt area. Left side to Kayla Gable. Top of the key to Shelby Reichs. 24 seconds left in the first half. Shelby driving left to the lane. Pull-up jumper from 10. Good. 17 points for Shelby Reichs. 35-13, Turkey Valley. 12 seconds left here in the first half. Kayla Quandall with the basketball. Now to Scurrying. Scurrying up into the front court. Scurrying on the drive. Driving all the way to the right block. Goes up. Shot is in, and a foul called on Shelby Reichs. So Taylor Scurrying takes it coast to coast for her 8th point, and Reichs gets her second foul.
And I'm going to tell you what, Turkey Valley does not have an answer for Taylor Scurrying. If she can do that each time, I don't know if she can last, but I think that she almost has to do that. Just take it under her wing and go.
Free throw up, no good. Rebound knocked around, taken by Taylor Kinnon. Kinnon will throw one into the rafters as the first half comes to a close. But fortunately, the ball came down. Isn't that one of those scientific laws you tried to teach me back in the day? What goes up must come down.
I like that, Darren. That's a good one. I like
Some guy named Newton, perhaps.
Newton,
they named a town in Iowa after him. But nonetheless, we are at the halftime break. It's 35-15 Turkey Valley. The 1A third-ranked Trojans playing very well to this point, leading the Decorah Vikings as of this time. Let's take a timeout for Wellington Place, Henning Construction, Hovden Oil, and Hacker Nelson CPAs and Business Consultants. And the original starting five in for Decorah. To our left go the Trojans here in the second half. Niemeyer. High on the left to Morgan Kinnan. Left corner to Niemeyer. High on the right to Noose. Noose underneath to Lansing at the right block, and Lansing traveled with it, and I think she rolled her ankle in the process. So Delaney,
she's just had a tough night tonight.
Has had a tough time staying on the floor with three fouls in pretty quick order in the first half, and she rolled her ankle there. And quickly off the bench to replace her, Kayla Schaffenbuhl. Inbounds it comes to Abby Hudson in the right corner. Now to Taylor Skurring. Skurring dribbling up the right side, had her pocket pick, loose ball. It ends up in a tied ball. Morgan Kinnan and Taylor Skurring, and the alternating possession will go to Decorah.
And Taylor's being double teamed every time she's touching the ball right now. There's got to be somebody open.
Sandra Zidlicki with it on the right wing. Back between the circles to Taylor Skurring. Skurring on the right side to Abby Hudson. Abby Hudson on the right wing, guarded by Noose. Back between the circles to Iverson. Left side, Taylor. Three-pointer up and good. Taylor Skurring with 11 points.
First one of the night, Darren. First three-point attempt.
35-18. Decorah trailing Turkey Valley. 7:15 to play in the third. Reichs, right side to Noose. Right corner to Kinnan. Kinnan right of the circle to Noose. Back between the circles to Reichs. Left baseline to Niemeyer against the zone. Bounce pass underneath the Schaffenbuhl left block. Catches, shoots, and scores. Schaffenbuhl with 4.
Sorry, Darren, but Decorah was in a 2-3 there, and we didn't react to it very well.
And a 5-second count trying to get the ball inbounds. Hudson couldn't find anybody open. To go along with that, no Decorah players were going back to the ball as the Turkey Valley defensive pressure forces turnover number 16. Looking to get it inbounds is Niemeyer. Niemeyer's pass deflected, taken in the right corner by Morgan Kinnan. A three-pointer is no good. Maddie McEnany with the rebound for Decorah. Out of Taylor Skurring. Skurring up into the front court. Skurring top of the key to Iverson. Left side to Abby Hudson. Abby holding and looking. Leaves it for McEnany at the free throw line. McEnany traveled with it.
Boy.
Try to use 3 pivot foots. Basketball would be easier if that was legal.
Boy, that's a great opportunity there.
37-18 Decorah trailing Turkey Valley. 6:22 to play in the third. Reichs around a screen right side. Shelby driving to the right block. Puts it up and in. 19 points for Shelby Reichs. 39-18. Reichs, the 5'10 junior, came in averaging 14.5. 39-18 the score. Hudson up the left side of the floor. Hudson to the left wing, back between the circles to Iverson. Passes near right wing to Taylor Skurring. Skurring underneath the side. Zidlicki at the right block. Double team. Passes to Skurring in the right corner underneath the Zidlicki right block. Put it up, no good. And Morgan Kinnan fouled her. That will be Kinnan's 4th personal foul with 5:49 to play in the third.
Sandra has proven to be a real tough matchup on the inside in girls basketball. Problem is we don't get the ball to her quite enough. And it's a two-part thing there. She needs to do a little bit better job positioning sometimes.
And when she does get it, she needs to probably do a better job of finishing.
That's exactly right.
Free throw, no good.
This free throwing thing, that's something that she has to solve.
Decorah just 5 of 14 at the free throw line tonight. Second free throw up and good. 3 points for Sandra Zidlicki. It's 39-19 Turkey Valley. Up into the front court, Shelby Reichs. Reichs veering over to the left wing, hopping in, going on the dribble, driving into the lane, put up the shot, no good. Sandra Zidlicki with the rebound for Decorah. Out of Abby Hudson. Hudson being harassed in the backcourt, passes ahead to Skirring. Skirring had it knocked away by Morgan Kennan. She goes to the floor to save the possession. She leaves it to Sandra Zidlicky. She went up and got it stripped. Ball will go out of bounds off the hands of Sadie Niemeyer.
Yep.
5:22 to play in the third. 39-19 Decorah.
Very good.
Trailing Turkey Valley.
Good defense by Turkey there.
Inbounds it comes to Shelby Reichs. Really is Reichs with the steal. She came in averaging 5 steals a game, and she's got to be at that total right now as Reichs finding Schaffenbuhl down low at the left block, and she'll put it up and in. Schaffenbuhl with 6. 41-19. Decorah trailing Turkey Valley. Decorah ball shooting to our right. Zidlicky midcourt area to Schaffen to Skirring, right left side to Iverson. A 3 is up, nowhere close. Rebound pulled down by Sadie Niemeyer for Turkey Valley. Niemeyer up the left side of the floor now to Shelby Reichs. Reichs, screen roll, pass back to Niemeyer, left block, goes up, shot blocked, but Sandra got a piece of the arm as well. Zidlicky will pick up her third with 4:37 to play in the third. 41-19 the score. Sadie Niemeyer, daughter of co-head coach Carlin Niemeyer, will go to the line to shoot a couple. She's 1 for 1 from said spot. Had a 3-point play for her 3 points in the first half. First one up and good. 42-19 Trojans.
Wholesale substitutions here for Decorah.
Hartman, Sarah Zidlicky, Abby Hudson, Kayla Quandle, and Brianna Doyle, the quintet on the floor right now for the Vikings. Second free throw up and good for Sadie Niemeyer. She's got 5. It's 43-19. Hudson in the backcourt. Hudson now to Quandle, still in the backcourt. Quandle, a little tentative on the dribble. Passes up into the front court to Hudson. Hudson in the corner on the dribble. Passes to Brianna Doyle around to Hartman, screen to left side. Passes to Hartman high on the left. Now to Kayla Quandle. Quandle a bounce pass right side to Hudson underneath the Hartman right block. Back to Hudson right corner. Three-pointer was blocked by Kennan, taken by Hartman right baseline. Back to Hudson in the right corner. Two-hand pass to Doyle on the right wing. Top of the key to Quandle. Quandle guarded by Reichs. Bounce pass on the right side to Hudson. Hudson holding and looking. Top of the key to Brianna Doyle. Doyle on the left side to Kayla Quandle. Quandle leaves it for Hartman on the left block. Lobs it back to Quandle, midcourt area. Back between the circles to Hudson on the left wing to Quandle. High on the left to Hartman, right side to Hudson. Hudson takes a dribble, takes an 18-footer. It was partially deflected by Busta. Ball will go out of bounds to Decorah. What you're seeing right now, with the absence of Skirring and Sandra Zidlicky in the game, there's nobody looking to score. We're in blue right now, and for as good as Turkey Valley is defensively, Decorah is not making them work very hard on this set.
No, and again, credit to Turkey. They are playing very good defense.
Kayla Quandle, midcourt area, and a hand check foul going to be called on Shelby Reichs, who will pick up her third in the midcourt area. Reichs picks up her third. 43-19 the score, with 3:21 to play here in the third quarter. Kayla Quandle with it inbounds. Quandle to the right wing, right corner to Hudson. Hudson between the circles to Brianna Doyle on the left side of Kayla Quandle. Quandle bounce pass underneath towards Hartman. Ball knocked away, taken away by Emily Busta. Now to Shelby Reichs underneath at the right block to Niemeyer, lays it up and in. Pretty fast break for the Trojans. Niemeyer with 7. 45-19. Turkey Valley, 2:50 to play in the third. Quandle, midcourt area to Hudson. Hudson guarded closely there by Schaffenbuhl. Dribbles to the left elbow. Leaves it back in the midcourt area to Quandle. Quandle over on the left side to Hudson. Hudson back between the circles to Doyle. Passes on the right side to Kayla Quandle. Quandle takes a couple of dribbles. Top of the key to Hudson. Right side to Kayla Quandle. Kayla between the circles to Doyle. Doyle on the left side to Hudson. Hudson top of the key to Hartman. Back between the circles to Quandall. 2:10 to play in the third. 45-19 the score. Hudson underneath towards Sarah Zidlicki. Left block. Loops it up and in. Sarah with her first field goal. She's got 3 points. 45-21. Turkey Valley leading by 24. Minute 53 to play in the third. Niemeyer left side. Three-pointer up and good. Niemeyer with 9 in the quarter and 12 on the night. It's 48-21 Turkey Valley. Quandall has it across the timeline to Hudson. Top of the key takes a dribble. A three-pointer is a brick. Loose ball taken by Sarah Zidlicki. She goes up and gets fouled. The foul will be on Kayla Schaffenbuhl. It will be her third, team's third. Sarah will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 48-21, Turkey Valley, a minute 34 to play third quarter. Free throw, no good. This is KDCRadio.com. Glad you're with us for our web exclusive and a county matchup tonight. Turkey Valley girls leading the Decorah girls 48-21. He's Larry Berlin. I'm Darren Swenson. Sarah Zidlicki is the person at the free throw line. Trojans led 21-7 at the end of the first quarter and 35-15 at the halftime break. Second free throw off the front of the rim, and Kayla Gable with the rebound for Turkey Valley. Gable up into the front court. Her pass towards Emily Busta is taken away by Kayla Quandall, and Kayla Quandall traveled, but they're going to rule that Emily Busta fouled her. Emily will pick up personal number 2, team foul number 4.
Now, we got bailed out there, Darren. But, anytime you dribble and you turn your back to the defense, you're always prone to have a steal.
Inbounds it comes to Kayla Quandall. Quandall up into the front court, passes on the left side to Abby Hudson. Hudson left of the circle to Quandall. Bounce pass on the right wing to Taylor Stirring back in. She drives into the lane, lost control of the ball. Ball will go out of bounds. And turnover number
19
on Decorah.
And again, there's a situation where Taylor's trying to do just a little bit too much, but I still like the idea of what she was doing, driving to the basket.
Kayla Gable up into the front court for Turkey Valley. Gable lost control of the ball, and it's poked out of bounds by Kayla Quandall.
Nice thing about Taylor tonight, I don't know, does she have a foul yet?
She does not.
She's done a really nice job of making sure she stays on the floor.
After fouling out with about 4 minutes to go against MFL Marmac the other night, and the game definitely changed after she went out. Pass underneath towards Morgan Kennan from Emily Bushta, and she'll lay it up and in from the left block. Morgan Kennan now with 4 on the night. It's 50-21 Turkey Valley. 43 seconds to play in the third quarter. Up into the front court comes Hudson. Hudson now to Quandall. Dribbles to the free throw line. Right corner to Scoring. A three-pointer is long. Rebound down to Morgan Kennan after a beautiful box out. Emily Busta brings it up for the Trojans. Passes on the far right wing to Morgan Kennan. Underneath to Delaney Lensing at the right block. Put it up. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Maddie McEnany. 19 seconds to play in the third. 50-21 Turkey Valley.
Turkey Valley's played well tonight. I'm impressed by them.
Inbounds it comes. Martin to Morgan Kennan in the lane, and Kennan puts it up and in. Kennan with 6, 52-21 the score. Inbounds it comes to Abby Hudson. Hudson dribbling it across the timeline. Back between the circles to Kayla Quandall. Kayla's going to take a three-pointer wide left. Quarter done. 52-21. Decorah will trail Turkey Valley after 3 quarters of play. And let's take a break for Greg and Marty Wise with Plan One Financial. Fourth quarter upon us. A very impressive performance by the Turkey Valley girls team tonight. We talked about the fact that, at least in the immediate area, they're probably the best team around. And you know what? They've done nothing to take away that assumption from me tonight.
You're right, Darren. They're very good. They're well coached. They know where they want to be. The press that they're putting on is very difficult to break. They're very active in their press, and their offensive end, they share the ball well. They do a lot of nice things, and they've held Decorah to 23% shooting.
High on the left with it, Morgan Kennan. Right side to Kayla Gable. Top of the key to Stephanie Martin. Martin passes to Gable deep on the right side. Now to Morgan Kennan. She lost control of the ball and is taken away by Sandra Zidlicki. Zidlicki up into the front court. Scoring up into the front court, going coast to coast, laying it up for two. 13 for Taylor Scoring on the night. It's 52-23. Decorah trailing by 29. Martin high on the right to Kennan. Kennan head and shoulder fake to the right baseline, takes it from 12 and scores. Kennan with 8. 54-23 Turkey Valley. 7:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Scoring with it across the timeline to Hudson underneath the Zidlicki right block, laying it up and in.
That's the first time that we really broke the press the way it maybe looked to be on paper.
54-25 Turkey Valley. 6:55 to play in the third. High on the right with it is Kayla Gable. A 15-footer is no good. Rebound Sandra Zidlicki. Outlet left Taylor Scoring. Scoring up into the front court on the dribble. Throws to the right block. Put it up. No good. And a foul is going to be called on the floor on Turkey Valley. Take your pick between Morgan Kennan and Stephanie Martin.
Give them each a half.
Yeah, it's going to be Stephanie. And that's her second. Team's fifth. Reichs, Noose, and Schaffenbuhl back in for the Trojans. Emily Busta and Delaney Lansing, the rest of their quintet. It's Quandal, Schuring, McEnany, Sandra Zidlicki, and Abby Hudson for Decorah. Quandal's pass deflected out of bounds by Shelby Reichs.
How many of those have we had tonight? I mean, they're Turkey Valley's hands. They're just always in the passing lane.
Pretty good athleticism for Reichs and a good wingspan on the top of that defense as well.
Yep.
Reichs, all-state cross-country runner this past year. Her pass intercepted by the aforementioned Shelby Reichs. Reichs lob pass underneath to Delaney Lensing. Right block, puts it up, no good. Sandra Zidlicki, the rebound for Decorah. Lensing knocks it away from her, taken away by Noose. Gets it across the lane to Emily Busta, and Busta will go up and get fouled.
Turnover 21 on Decorah. Turkey Valley has 8.
Hudson with the foul, her second, and team's second here in the second half. Emily Busta, a young lady that missed the stretch run of the season last year with a torn ACL. First free throw up and no good for her.
Well, that's a unfortunate injury for a lot of female athletes.
Second one coming for Emily Busta, averaging 12 points a game thus far. Second free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sandra Zidlicki. 6:18 to play. It's a 54-23 lead or 25 lead for Turkey Valley. Scoring with it on the left side. Scoring driving the left block, puts it up off the glass and in, and a foul is called. Taylor Scoring lays it up and in. The foul is going to go against Emily Busta. Busta the foul, her third, team sixth.
Taylor's done a nice job of really taking charge of the situation tonight. I'm impressed by it.
Free throw, no good. Delaney Lansing the rebound. Scoring with 15 points on the night. Struggling, though, from the line, but who isn't for Decorah? She has 2 of 6. Reichs underneath the Schaffenbuhl, lays it up, no good. Second time Schaffenbuhl, no good. Loose ball on the floor. It's going to be a tie-up between Abby Hudson and Noose and Busta for Turkey Valley. Alternating possession to Decorah. 5:51 to play. And, you know, the Trojans are still pressing, and some may say, why are you still pressing up 27 points? You know what? This Decorah team's got to learn to face pressure like this. Scoring underneath to Sandra Zidlicki, lays it up for 2, and you know what? You're learning within the course of the game.
That's right. That's right.
54-29. Reichs underneath the Schaffenbuhl left block, goes up, shot block, foul called on Abby Hudson. Hudson picks up her third, team's second. Schaffenbuhl to the free throw line to shoot a couple. She's got 6 points on the night, and so far on the season, she is 3 of 4 at the free throw line. 54-29. Boys game to follow after this one, as Schaffenbuhl cans the first free throw. 55-29 the score. And Turkey Valley, they're a team that pretty much plays everybody anyway, so it's not like they're keeping anybody on their bench either. Schaffenbuhl's second free throw up and good. 56-29 the score. Class 1A's third-ranked team, pretty impressive. Skirring's pass inbounds towards McEnany, taken away by Reichs underneath at the right block to Busta, and Busta lays it up and in. Busta with 8, 58-29 the score. And Hudson couldn't handle the inbound pass. It goes out of bounds at the Turkey Valley bench to the Trojans.
One thing I would say is I think that maybe Turkey Valley needs to call the press off.
Inbounds it comes to Kennan. She lost control of the ball. Ball will go out of bounds. I think that went off the foot of Maddie McEnany, but they're going to give Decorah the ball. And actually, he just pointed the wrong way. Went towards Fort Atkinson as compared to going towards Lawler. Reichs underneath to Kennan, right block, puts it up, no good, and Sandra Zidlicki with the rebound. Now to Skirring. Skirring in the backcourt, spinning away from defender. Skirring to Hartman underneath the Iverson, right block, puts it up, no good. Taylor got the board, put it up, got it blocked from behind. Loose ball taken by Emily Busta, and a foul is going to be called on Taylor Skirring, trying to rip the ball away from her. The first foul of the game for Taylor Skirring. The third on Decorah here in this half. 5 minutes to play, 58-29 the score. Turkey Valley with the lead. Shelby Reichs with 19 points will dribble up into the front court. Reichs on the left wing to Niemeyer. On the right side to Busta. Three is up. It's good. That's the third three-pointer for Busta, and she's got 11 points. 60-129. Skirring underneath the Sandra Zidlicki. Lays it up and in. Sandra now with a season-high 9. Taylor with a nice find. 61-31 the score. 4:25 to play. Trojans up 30. Reichs with it right side underneath Emily Busta. Right block. Puts it up. No good. Nice defense by Skirring, and Zidlicki pulls down the rebound. Sandra for Decorah with 4:12 to play. Skirring up into the front court. Passes on the right side to Hudson underneath towards Hartman. Went up, missed the shot, but a foul is called. Lizzie will go to the free throw line on the foul call by Morgan Kennan. And Kennan, I've got that as her 5th, but actually it's only her 4th. First free throw no good by Lizzie Hartman.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of better job on these free throws down the run, stretch run here. There may be a game or two like the MFL game where those would make a big difference.
6 for 20, ain't going to get it done.
No.
Second free throw, back iron, side rim, no good. Delaney Lansing with the rebound for the Trojans. 61-31, Trojans on top. Niemeyer with it on the right side, back between the circles to Reichs. Reichs veering over to the left wing on the dribble against Iverson. Reichs underneath towards Kennan at the left block, high on the left to Niemeyer. Niemeyer right side to Taylor Kennan. Taylor Kennan against Taylor Skirring, and Taylor Skirring knocks it out of the hands of Taylor Kennan, out of bounds at the Turkey Valley bench to the Trojans.
Yep.
3:37 left in this one. Trojans led 21-7 at the end of the first quarter and never looked back. They lead this thing by 30, trying to go to 3-0. They'll head back into conference play on Tuesday night against West Central and travel up to Key High on Friday night. And a foul is going to be called away from the ball. I think Niemeyer on an illegal screen, perhaps. Niemeyer picks up her second and the team's 7th. But unlike the other night, an offensive foul does not result in free throws. And one thing we mentioned Turkey Valley up at Key High on Friday night. Key High last night defeated MFL Marmac 62-34.
Wow. Well, Key is also ranked in the top in the 1A.
Yep. Zidlicki underneath, put it up, had her shot rejected by the bottom of the backboard. Delaney Lansing with the board for Turkey Valley.
That'll be quite a game when Turkey Valley and Key girls get together.
Taylor Kennan tried to get it underneath to Delaney Lansing, and Lizzie Hartman gets caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
I had a chance to officiate that game, Darren.
You did?
They were desperate for officials, and I told the athletic director, if you have me over there, you're still desperate for an official.
Didn't you ref there once in football this year?
Yes, I did. Actually a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'd rather hang out with me than watch what should be a pretty good matchup on next Friday night as Delaney Lansing touches the end line.
Yep.
It's going to be turnover number 9 on Turkey Valley. 2:57 to play. That's the nicest thing you've ever said about me, Coach B. Skurring inbounds to Quandall, who runs it down in the front court. Kayla takes a couple of dribbles, had it stripped to the floor to get the steal is Taylor Kinnan, and a foul is going to be called on Taylor Skurring on the way out. Or, yes, Taylor Skurring will pick up personal number 2. Team foul number 5, 61-31. Turkey Valley with a 30-point lead. Up in the front court comes Kayla Gable. Gable dribbling to the left side against Iverson. Gable holding and looking. Her pass deflected, taken away by Sandra Zidlicki.
Just the 9th turnover on Turkey Valley.
Skurring up into the front court, got held and fouled on the way in. 2:30 remaining in this game. A foul is going to go against Taylor Kinnan, her second. Team foul number 8 as Taylor Skurring will go to the free throw line to shoot 1-1.
Well, it's becoming pretty obvious, Darren, that I think that Decorah's going to have to rely more and more on just Taylor bringing the ball up.
Skurring has 15 points on the night, but she is 2 for 7 at the free throw line. First free throw up and good.
And that wasn't a pretty one by any means, but it did fall through, and that's important.
Some people make a career out of that.
Yes. Yeah. I always refer to my shots as trick shots.
Second free throw up and good, whether on the golf course or in the gymnasium, right?
Yep. I'm the only guy that they ever yelled for 3 times on the same shot.
And that was in basketball, right?
Yeah.
61-33. 28-point lead for Turkey Valley. Schaffenbiel had it knocked away by Sandra Zidlicki, taken away by Kayla Quandall. Quandall now to Skurring. Skurring dumps it underneath at the left block to Iverson, lays it up and in. Iverson with her first 2. 61-35. Trojans were down to 2 minutes to play in this ball game. Veering over to the left side, Kayla Gable. Gable guarded by Isabel Iverson. Gable gets a 3 count against her. Bounce pass underneath to Kayla Schaffenbiel. Goes across the lane to Stephanie Martin, who was lonesome, and she lays it up for 2. And I think a timeout just for a substitution coming in, and that's exactly what Coach Storhoff is going to do, but they're actually going to make her take the full timeout. So 63-35, 1:43 to play in the game. Let's hear from Wicks Construction. Turkey Valley, Class 1A's third-ranked team, leading Decorah 63-35. Ashley Schwartzoff, Sarah Zidlicki, Lindsay McEnany, Augusta Casterton, and Brianna Doyle, the quintet now for Decorah, with 1:34 to play. Ashley Schwartzoff on the right wing. Back between the circles to Augusta Casterton. On the left wing to Brianna Doyle. Underneath the Casterton at the left block. Goes up, shot blocked by Gable and pulled down by Schaffenbiel. Got it, Gable. 1:15 remaining. Trojans going to improve to 3-0, and Decorah winless in their first 3. They will host Crestwood on Tuesday night and travel to Waverly Shellrock on Friday night. Driving into the lane is Gable. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. No good. Rebound loose. Fought for. And a tie-up, and the Trojans will have possession. And of the struggles Decorah has, I mean, it's not a question of effort. These kids do play hard. They show up, they battle, they compete, but a lot of things to work on here on December 5th.
Yep.
50 seconds remaining in the game. It's a 63-35 lead for Turkey Valley. Stephanie Martin with it in the left corner. Martin, right side of Gable. A three-pointer is no good. Rebound down to Lindsay McEnany for Decorah. Brianna Doyle has the basketball midcourt area to Augusta Casterton in the right corner. Augusta Casterton has it on the dribble. Back between the circles to Schwartzoff. Left side to Brianna Doyle. Lob pass underneath to Schwartzoff at the left baseline. Underneath to Lindsay McEnany to Sarah Zidlicki at the free throw line. Jumper up, no good. Gable the rebound with 10 seconds. Gable will walk it up into the front court. Gable right side to Stephanie Martin. Martin will hold and kick it now for a shot up by Abby Ott, which was rejected at the horn. And Turkey Valley is going to come away with a 63-35. A 63-35 win over Decorah here this evening. Turkey Valley being led tonight by Shelby Reichs with 19 points, 13 points for Emily Busta, 10 for Sadie Niemeyer, 8 points for Morgan Kinnan, 8 points for Kayla Schaffenbuhl, 3 points for Taylor Kinnan, and 2 points for Macy News. Decorah tonight led by Taylor Schuring with 17 points. Sandra Zidlicki had 9. 4 points for Maddie McEnany. 3 points for Sarah Zidlicki and 2 points for Isabel Iverson. Free throw shooting tonight. Turkey Valley was 13 for 17. And Decorah just 8 for 23 here this evening.